Hi Taurus, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your May reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. When I do personal readings, they're 3 parts. And if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. This is for Taurus for the month of May. For Taurus. Okay. The overall energy, Taurus, of your whole reading is the 8 of Swords. So you feel bound by something here, but you're not. It is an illusion. All these swords of truth and clarity are behind this figure, but you're feeling bound because you don't really know all the truth and clarity. You can't see all the truth and clarity. So let's find out why this surrounds your whole reading. The Wheel of Fortune is in your highest energy. That is awesome. The Wheel of Fortune is the universe working for you, for your better, for your fortune. You can't get away from it. I mean, they're pulling you, pushing you, whispering in your ear to move you forward for your better. It looks like you've been blocking this energy. This 7 of Wands is right above the 8 of Swords. So you've been blocking moving out of that energy. You've been blocking letting the Wheel of Fortune propel you forward. So let's read on. Let's find out what is going on. Because it feels like that there are other influences that are trying to help you, but you're blocking them. Next to the 7 of Wands is the Judgment card. This is all a spiritual lesson. Spiritual lessons are usually difficult to learn, but once you learn them, you can move on. So a big part of this is learning a spiritual lesson so that you can let that Wheel of Fortune propel you forward in life, okay, for the better. So let it be known, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to teach you a lesson that the universe needs you to know. You've been blocking that lesson. And I think there's others that are willing to help, but you've been blocking them. I really need to read on. I have the Lovers card here under the Wheel of Fortune. There's somebody in your life that is a divine soulmate. You've been lovers with them in another life. There's that guardian angel right here. See it? Same. They're behind this relationship. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is right above the Lovers card, and it's trying to move this relationship forward. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart someplace or in someone else's chart around this reading. It sits right next to that 8 of Swords. It feels like you're just not seeing how special this relationship is. You're blocking letting yourself believe that this is really a beautiful relationship. On the other side of the 8 of Swords is a Page of Wands. This is speaking up, speaking out about a fresh start, new beginning. So I think it's right below that Judgment card. So I think you are thinking about coming out with something here with your divine soulmate. And it has to do with moving forward. It has to do with fresh starts and new beginnings. Let me read on, because whatever it is that you're thinking about saying, it's part of your judgment. It's part of your lesson. Under the Lovers, the 3 of Pentacles. Now, this can mean a couple of different things. Right now, it just looks like butting heads. It looks like you don't see eye to eye. And I think it has to do with commitment because there are pentacles. And I think it has to do with moving this relationship forward. Because the Wheel of Fortune is trying to take this relationship forward, but you're blocking it. You don't really, whatever reasons you have. So I don't think you see eye to eye with your divine soulmate. It's right next to the 9 of Pentacles. This is you, Taurus. Right under the 8 of Swords. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but this is your reading, and I really feel like this is you. So you're really happy in being, you're single, you're self-assured, you're stable, you're grounded, and just being you. So I think maybe that's what you've been blocking, is moving out of this energy here and having to share your energy that you're so content with someone else. No matter how divine, no matter what kind of soulmate they are. Beside the 9 of Pentacles is the 7 of Pentacles. This is waiting. This is waiting for something to come to fruition. Are you waiting for it to become more stable, more secure before moving forward? If that's what you're doing, I don't think that's what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like whatever it is that you're waiting for is something to happen, to come to fruition here. It's here nor there in this reading. It's like, it's just something that's holding you back. More money? Is that what you want? More money? You want a better job? You want, whatever it is, by waiting, I have to take out the second part of the reading, but I don't think you want to wait. I think that's what the universe is trying to say right here. That's that nudging, the pulling, the pushing that you're feeling. It's not really coming from your soulmate. It's coming from within you. It's your guardian angels and spirit guides. They want you to recognize what you have and don't risk losing it. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in love with the Lovers there. Let's take out the second half of this reading, Taurus. See, there's a lot of pentacles down here. Up here in your highest energy, next to that Judgment card over here, we have the High Priestess. This is a card of knowing and intuition. It's the card in the tarot deck. So if you just pull back that pomegranate curtain, it's very spiritual, and pay attention to what your intuition is telling you, you'll have the answers that you need in order to move forward. It's sitting right next to the Knight of Wands. I think this Knight of Wands is up in your highest energy. I think that it feels like this Knight of Wands energy, this is someone that runs in and out of your life. I think this is the energy you're carrying. Excuse me. It's a staff of passion. It's not a staff of new beginnings. A lot of times the Knight of Wands energy, though, changes as time goes on. Maybe that's what you're waiting for, to get out of this wanting to be free, carefree, running in and out of people's lives without a care in the world. But next to the Knight of Wands is the Five of Swords. I think you are getting your truth and you are getting your clarity. And I think you're realizing, see, you've got all these swords in your hands, the Five of Swords. These are all swords of truth and clarity. There's still a couple you need to pick up here. But this is looking back at your divine soulmate. And you're thinking, do you really want to see him walk away? Do you? Because I have a feeling, now these readings can be reversed. Everything I'm saying can be totally reversed, okay? But the way I'm reading this is your energy. and you're looking back at your soulmate, turning their back on you. Then I have the Knight of Swords under the High Priestess. This sword is upright. This is a sword of truth, and this is rushing forward. This is a fast-moving energy here. It's right below the High Priestess. It's like you take a look, and something dawns on you. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to watch him walk away. So you come out with this sword of truth. And right next to the Knight of Swords is the Ace of Swords. We really want to pay attention to that sword, that the Knight of Swords, not just the fast-moving energy, the truth and the clarity. So this Knight of Wands, which is right above it, yeah, I think you have some truth and clarity here that you need to speak up about. Page of Wands, I think you have some truth and, you know, I think there's more to this story. I think you've been trying to block changing. Because I think you've lived in this Knight of Wands type energy, with freedom and, you know, without a care, not having to worry about anybody else or anything else. You probably don't even have a pet. But this is the feeling I get from this reading. But it's dawning on you that, wait a minute, the truth and the clarity of the matter is, you do want this person in your life. So you're fighting, you're struggling with yourself, because this is right under the Five of Swords, getting the truth, and right next to the Ace of Swords, the truth. It's not an easy thing. This is anxiety, stress, and confusion. So there's this period that you need to go through of this anxiety, stress, and confusion in order to settle into what is the truth. What is the truth of this matter? Under the Knight of Swords, you're going to rush forward with that sword, and it's right towards that Page of Wands. So I feel like you're going to really speak your truth. I have a feeling you're going to have to, if you want to keep this divine soulmate and move forward like the universe wants you to. But you know, you really, it's trying to change what the universe wants you to do. Good luck. Good luck with that. If you don't want to move forward and the universe wants you to, you will be moving forward. I just don't see how you can block it for forever. So, under the Knight of Swords is the Four of Cups. This is that love offer. This is what you've been blocking. You've been blocking trying to accept the cup of love from your divine soulmate. Because you haven't, you know, you're waiting for something to change. And it is changing. And I will tell you that. It is, you are changing. There's things going on inside of you. So this cup here is still available. It's still available in this reading right now, okay? You're not looking at it, but it is still available. And that's really nice to know, because that is a cup of love. And it's right next to the Ace of Pentacles, which is right under the Ace of Swords. All that truth and clarity. This is why you're not accepting that cup of love, because you know one thing leads to another, okay? So if you accept that cup of love, I mean really accept it, and you start acting like a real girlfriend or a real boyfriend instead of just running in and out, eventually it could be a commitment. So it's like, you know how the steps usually play out in relationships. And this is under that Ace of Swords. So, you know, your truth is you don't want to lose them. And also you're looking at the truth is, if you hang on to them, it may turn into a commitment. You have paid a lot of attention to that possibility right here. This is under that Five of Wands, all that stress, confusion, anxiety. It's about the Pentacle. It's not really about being a partner with this divine soulmate. It's more about where it might be heading. And you see, you're so self-confident and sure of yourself, and you've been in this place of being single for so long. That's why you're hesitating. That's why you're blocking, moving out of this energy. You're blocking, looking at the truth and clarity about yourself, about your own feelings towards this divine soulmate. Studying and dissecting this pentacle. Really got your mind on it. Like, is this what you really want to do? So there's confusion. involved, and it's the pentacle that is holding you back. The offer is still there. It's still available, if you're wondering. But I don't think you can fight this Wheel of Fortune for too long. You don't have to, like rush right out and get married, but it looks to me like this soulmate is really meant for you. And I think the universe wants you to move forward with them. So if this sounds like your reading, it probably is your reading. If it doesn't sound like your reading, it probably isn't your reading. This is a general reading for the month of May. Thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance.